Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's your boy Abu Jaskan here, representing for Full Sports TV. Here we get all the good contents, and tonight we're gonna do the weekly Premier League review and talk a little bit about the Champions League football. Yeah, and introducing tonight regular Jiggy Dan, JR, and Taxi. And yeah, so as usual, we have a lot to talk about, and we're not going to waste a lot of time. We're going to jump straight into it. Starting off with the first game, Fulham and Wolves. And Wolves win 1-0. JR, you watch that game? You want to go first?
Yeah, man, me just catch a little bit of that. I'm not going to sit down and be a hypocrite and some watch the whole game. But me definitely say, like the whole commentary afterwards and like some of like the highlights of the game. It seemed like a pretty evenly draw game. I think Traore just come up good at the end when it comes to deliver that at the end. But it looked like it was an even balanced game when based on what I say with Fulham and them. The funny thing is that I made that have this conversation yesterday when I'm bridging. You see, Fulham that play the exact way they play now, them would never be this close to the realization done. I think Fulham at the beginning of the season kind of knocked them off for this, for what they're supposed to be,
Because them have Jiggy favorite baller, Michael Hector did not play them time. But anyway, finish it.
Yeah, man. But Fulham definitely one of the team I can say most improved team so far. But for the game yesterday, even the match game, very lucky for Wolves to pick out that win at the end. I think Fulham had some of the better chances of anyway.
All right. I guess me follow up. I disagree with you, right? I think Fulham bossed the game, honestly. You say it was even.
No, I said them create some of the better opportunities at the end.
Well, I just think Traore come up with a minute or a moment of brilliance.
Yeah.
But I think Fulham bossed that game. I know Scott Parker must be feeling some type of way right now because honestly, I thought Fulham had the better chances, but Traore just find a minute, the moment of brilliance there.
Yeah,
and that's my standpoint. Taxi, you watch the game?
Watch the game.
You never watch it?
No, I never watch the game. No.
Oh,
watch it now. Bojo, the game was even. Honestly, it wasn't an exciting game to me personally, and I'll respond to what JR says about if the team. When you look at Fulham and you start evaluating talent, they don't have that much talent, bro. We have to just be honest, When you look at even middle of the pack team, even like a West Ham, even look at Tottenham, Fulham just don't have the talent to stay up. They have Loftus Cheeks, but Loftus Cheeks. Loftus Cheeks is who he is, he played for Crystal Palace, played well for them, went back to Chelsea, couldn't crack the starting line, but if you look over there, which winger or midfielder would Loftus Cheeks play for in the Chelsea system right now? Not one of them. Probably wouldn't even make the bench. If I just be honest, they don't have the talent, bro. They don't have the talent. And as I have said about the Wolves this year would be disappointed with themselves because they actually spent the money. They brought in several players, but the season went downhill after the Mexican striker, they got the head injury. Right? They have nobody to convert. They create opportunities. We have sit here. We have watched Jose William, the Brazilian, miss opportunity after opportunity. We have watched the young Portuguese kid. He's 17, I think, missed opportunity after opportunity. Neto missed opportunity. Tons of the players just missed opportunities. They just didn't have anybody. They should have gone out in the winter window and bought a forward. They needed a forward. Even if they brought in the Atletico Madrid, Chelsea striker, whoever, I forgot what it is, Diego Costa, right? They needed somebody to put the ball in the back of the net. You can't play the Premier League without a consistent or a world-class striker. And my last point on the game is Traore. As I have said previously, this young man is too technically gifted to only have 1 goal and 1 assist for the entire season. Matter of fact, since last year. But the issue with Traore is that he's just not one of these cerebral players. He's not a Bernardo Silva or a Mahrez or one of these players who really can understand the game. Huh?
He will never be one of those. I don't
No, but
think.
I'm saying though, we can't sit and deny that he's technically gifted.
No, I'm
He's
not
very
denying
good.
that. But what I'm saying is,
yeah.
I think he's more of just like a raw talent. I don't think he's that technical, but more of like on the raw talent side.
This is a young man who will dribble out a midfield and then someone will blow on him and he drops on the ground instead of finishing off the player. That's lack of common sense in football, bro. Right? Him don't pass the ball when the ball's supposed to pass. He don't square the ball when the ball's supposed to square. That's lack of common sense in football. Right? And it takes look at the Vasquez pass to Karim Benzema when Real Madrid was playing Barcelona. He didn't have to pass the ball. He could have kicked it if he want, but he didn't, right? Right? You have to know these things as a player. That's how I look at it. But I don't want to spend too much time on this game.
Yeah. What game? That was the Friday fixture, no? So
Friday fixture.
Saturday now. You're mute, Maji. You're mute.
Yeah. So as I was saying, the mighty big bad City get them face kicking.
Yo, see me have a card there, you know. You know that game there, way for life. You don't bully me down, you know. Uno bully me, I should have stick to my guns about Leeds, you know. Right? But uno bully me, I should stick to my guns. And see me write it down, yeah? Me write it when I say, man them on the live say 4-2, City 4-2. I say, yo, Leeds, and the man them bully me, I say, all right. I write down the 4-2, but see there? But I should stick to my guns because...
Who was on the live?
Nobody on the live there.
No,
Black
it was
and
Shane
and Greg.
Oh,
Shane and Greg. I want to bully, but it's all right.
But because I know I said last night we were on the live here about a week ago. I definitely said Leeds as a United fan. Leeds was on the side I admire for watch the most at play football. I'm sure some member said that. Yes, I say this is not surprising. You know. Leeds is one of those teams that he's a hit or a miss, you know. So 1 week they forward up big, next week they might go lose 3-0 next week. You understand what I try to say? But the takeaway from that game though, when they really watch everything, is that two things. As a United fan, I'll be optimistic because you know, say if we win the game in hand, we're going to get 8 points away from City, you know. But I joke next to them. We know the league kind of really done. But the most impressive thing though, and the most taxi, that's cool, man. But the most impressive thing though about Leeds and in terms of watching them play is just the influence where Stuart Dallas have on them side as a wing back, right? Yo, bro, like definitely gonna be one of the people that may expect to get a bigger move this summer. But quality of football wise, I think it was an equal game almost. If City dominate, obviously City dominates a little bit, but for the Leeds definitely put forward them best foot, right? And see that just get the result of their hard work. So definitely a good game though, you know. Me not gonna be a hypocrite. If me have to predict the game as well, but I would not be with Jiggy on this one, but I'm doing it because I think I'm gonna lose as well. You know, because all Leeds play, they play a very open style of football. You see what I say? And City is known for exploiting teams that play a very open football as well. You know, so but the thing I think we catch City off guard is just the unpredictability of our Leeds play. I think that is what catch a lot of teams off guard because they play a very unique style of football. Our unpredictability is a very killer to a lot of teams, you know. So as I say, one day them forward from the best form, them gonna don't surprise you when they beat anybody. I'm not surprised when they beat nobody, no matter City or whoever it is.
All right, cool. Taxi, you want to add to that?
Yeah, that game, the 4-2, really, City score goals and them did that at home, no sir. But for the past couple fixtures, I've been watching Leeds, and I think they kind of tighten up a little. Then know that defensively, a matter of fact, we might add. I think Leeds like them realize why league take, you know. I think them look on the goal and them they concede, and I think them tighten up a little. No, what name Bielsa? That's the coach, right?
Yeah.
Bielsa. He's a man just like Guardiola. You know the man they think them stick to them philosophy and them go all out with it. You know, and Leeds is a good team. A good team deserves to survive the Premier League. And we just want to talk about Bamford. To me, I one of my favorite striker them. Yeah, the stats are there that him have the biggest misses them in our Premier League. He's been holding that stats, I think, from the beginning of the season. But I like Bamford. I think him work hard, you know, and it was a way for them go down 10 man and they have to sacrifice him out of all person. But one of them things that were 10 man really show up. You know what I mean? Them decide to fight for each other. And it was a surprising result, yeah. But knowing Leeds, they can beat anybody in the top 4 on a given day.
Facts. Now, but for just based on what you said a while ago, you know, I can tell you right now, with Bielsa, you said Leeds is a very good team. Personally, when we think about Leeds and me break down them team, they don't really have the talent, you know, but the quality of coaching and the unpredictability for a lot of them players and how them play style of football. I think that's what it is, because them play a very open style, and them if them go out and them score 2 goals randomly, the game is over for you. You know, it's very hard for you to fall back and beat them. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think them have the most talented team, but I definitely think them coach and the tactics with them they employ is very, very good, you know, and they fit them team a lot. Jiggy?
Yo, this game remind me of when Manchester City played Tottenham. I think it was last year, and then there was another Tottenham game versus Manchester United where Manchester United won 2-1. Is that City really dominated this game, but in the final third they really couldn't do anything with it. You know, and if you look at it, Leeds only kicked 2 shots that whole game, and it also reminds me of a Burnley Liverpool 2016 when Burnley gave Liverpool 2-0, and I think we kicked 30 shots in that game, and Burnley only kicked those 2, and they won the game. I mean, so I think for this one, Pep is going to be really disappointed because the way he set up his team, he had a winning formula, but the players were wasteful, and that's all really it is. I mean, after Leeds got the early red card, the captain got the red card. Bielsa didn't do what he usually does, which still come out and attack. He started playing brilliant counter-attacking football, which really frustrated. And I noticed that always frustrates Manchester City. If you hold Manchester City from scoring for a long period, it frustrates them, right? And they hit them twice on the counter-attack, and they really did what they have to do. And that's, it's a part of the game. I like watching it. The first game, I don't know if I remember the first game, it finished 1-1. It was one of the best football games I've watched. The tactics that Bielsa and Guardiola, they kept adjusting the game over and over. Half-time, 20 minutes into the half, and then the final 10 minutes. And I'm talking about the first game. The final 10 minutes, they made another adjustment. It was very good. I really enjoy football. I really enjoy that game a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Credit to Leeds, because they got the red card in the first half, I think.
45 plus 1 or 2 minutes, right now the end of the
so credit to Leeds for that. And Bielsa, an impressive game. I mean, me beat them on it, but me have to give them credit when it's due, because me feel like sometime when you feel like the press now work, you must try other tactics, but him stick to what him believe in, and see it work against Manchester City. But in regard, me hear Jiggy mentioned something about Pep Guardiola. He made 7 changes in that game. 7 changes from the regular starting team. I think that play a factor, but like I'm saying, cannot discredit Leeds with a 10-man to hold off not yet champions, but sometime soon, and they've been walking around and smashing everybody. Playing total football, we can say. So I have to credit Leeds. Even though Pep Guardiola make all those changes, normally when he make changes, he never make this much. And whoever I'm bringing in, do the job, because Fernando Torres are one of the change, and him get the goal, right? So credit to Leeds, and that's all me have to say on that game.
Yeah, next game was a good game too. After that, no budget, the big Chelsea.
Oh, I think we could go Liverpool first, but either way, Chelsea.
Oh, I think you want to see if I kill Jiggy until the end. You know what? Kill him off.
Either way, Chelsea. We can go Chelsea first. I mean, I don't have a lot to say on the Chelsea game. It was like a walk in the park, honestly, because I think them come back with the revenge. They lost the last time to West Brom, and I saw pieces of the game. I didn't watch the game entirely. Yeah. So I don't really have a lot to say.
No, man. What I can say is that, as I say, it was a walk in the park. It is a typical thing that I expect when a top of the table club facing a lower table club. But there's a couple of takeaways which I want to talk about, which is my favorite player, Chelsea. Even everybody's favorite, but Pulisic get a double. He's a fan of Pulisic because I always want to follow United. I mean, I'm going to say I want him win at Chelsea, but he's a fan of Christian Pulisic. I think so we always want a right winger. I feel Semedo could do a good job over there. But it's good for seeing back in the side because you know Semedo struggled all season for kind of getting at the side and consistently play with injuries and compared to when even when him fit him now get the games and when me feel as if he deserve because you know me not see how him don't start in that team. But on another note is that we have to give new coach a lot of credit for how them set them up defensively, and I think that's been the most impressive part about Chelsea because what thing about us killing Lampard was that Lampard was losing against a lot of these teams because they were scoring a lot of goals against them, and you know, until you see and you watch how Tuchel set them up, you know, them not conceding. So even though them conceded one goal, it was not detrimental, you know. So personally though, wish the boy them lose, but lucky to win. but you know, as I said, the biggest takeaway is just Christian Pulisic back in, you know, not in best form, but getting back there.
Taxi.
Chelsea. Not if I'm much to say about Chelsea, it was a derby, right? A London derby. Crystal Palace this season is like I don't know if it's about Crystal Palace this season. Or Zaha Palace. I don't even know. But they should have done better than derby still. I don't watch a game. I just look on the stats now, but I never get to watch a game, to be honest. So I guess I not much to say about that either.
Jiggy?
Yeah, you don't know. I watched this game. It was like a training session, bro. We got to be honest. It's like a rough, you know, like when you lose a game and then you have a week off and the coach say, "Yo, we're gonna train." That's how it felt to me. You know, they lost to West Bromwich. Chelsea lost to West Brom 5-2, and the coach went. They played Porto, got the 2 win, and then they came in with a resolve that Crystal Palace couldn't match. I think when they Mechovic or whatever his name in the midfield and Reedwell, whatever his name in for Crystal Palace, there were no match for Mason Mount. There were no match for Pulisic because I believe that Tuchel set up his team 3-4-2-1. Right, there was no match for that because their coach went back to 4-4-2 or played the 4-4-2. Eze was ineffective. Zaha was not running into the positions to bother Chelsea defense at all. Matter of fact, I think the only time I saw the ball go on the goal is when they scored, right, for that whole game. So it was a training session. I mean, there's not much you can extrapolate from that game except that Crystal Palace should do better. You know, because it was so lopsided. I don't even, you know, it's not like you can come and say, "Yo, the game exciting." Yo, it wasn't. It was one-sided. Crystal Palace did not offer anything. The coach should be ashamed of the players. Players should be ashamed of themselves if they go and put out that type of performance.
Stats don't lie, bro.
All right, we move. Who else do you have? Burnley, Newcastle.
I gotta tell you. Never watch it.
No, no. 7 a.m. No, somebody ain't get up for that.
That's a problem, brother. Some of them games.
Relegation game that man, no, somebody ain't gonna watch it. Definitely not. I didn't watch it. I'm sorry.
All right, we're not wasting no time. No, this is an interesting game. West Ham Leicester.
Yeah.
West Ham Leicester.
Jiggy.
Yeah, man, start off.
Yeah.
Yo. Let me tell you. Man U fans, Jesse Lingard is back.
Cool.
Man U fans, Jesse Lingard is back. And we had this discussion on the blog the other day, and I'm saying to you that I don't, and I'll say it, Jesse Lingard is not playing any better than he usually plays. Jesse Lingard has gotten the opportunity to play in a free role that he cannot do at Manchester United. And that is it.
That is it.
Right? That is the only issue here. I don't see a better Jesse Lingard. We saw this when Mourinho was arguing with all those Pogba and all these players. He just let Jesse play, and Jesse produced for you guys 2 years ago, giving him 10 goals, 10 assists. We have seen this Jesse before. We have seen Jesse for all kind of goals for Man United. But he cannot play the way Moyes has said, "Hey, come into my team and just do whatever you want to do." The man is all over the field. It's like he doesn't have a set position. Right?
Exactly.
One of the goals he scored, he dribbled from over in his half, dribbled to a couple players and go kick the ball in the back of the net. He could never get that opportunity at Man U.
No.
He could never get that opportunity at Man
So
U.
are you saying well, they're not a bad coach, but
No,
No,
man.
no.
When the players, there's no Pogba, there's no Bruno at West Ham.
Exactly.
If you understand, none of them type of side of this, we can just go do what you want. None of them type of side of this. You understand me? I say, when you think about it, when you think about the quality of players we have a lot of players who need to play in a more freer role because Bruno is the one that playing in a more freer role for you right now. I'm not taking nobody upon your side and say, oh yeah, play Jesse Lingard in a freer role than Bruno Fernandes. In a Premier League football, you cannot have two people that play who are going to pitch whatever they want to play.
That's why we drop Pogba so deep because him not mind play that role at Man U.
Yeah, but it's a lot. If you look at Manchester United side, and we don't want to turn this into a Man U segment because we are talking about West Ham versus Leicester. But when you look at Man U side, there's a lot of people. Pogba is a left winger right now because them don't want to play him in the middle of the park because try make everybody happy, but you can't make everybody happy, And just any type of quality of player, we are gonna make them crazy accommodation therefore because we that's what I try to say. But I understand what I said, Jiggy, because me's always been a Jesse Lingard fan from him then at the youth setup. Him and Pogba come through the youth setup. So it's me just happy for him. I hope said this not lead into a situation where him end up there and do good. I know they want fall back at United. He needs to go back stay at West Ham and take care and carry over this. Before the United, the same thing happen again. I tell you right now. So if you're good, good for your career, you stay at West Ham.
Remember say before this, Jesse did link to couple club because Jesse did want to go on my man the umbrella. What him name? Pogba agent Riola. I think he try to get him a million or somewhere. Because obviously him know him name they go cut it in a social plan.
Just to point out that for the Leicester City, we can't really judge a team because Maddison was suspended, Albrighton suspended, Harvey Barnes suspended, all them players they suspended.
Because Harvey Barnes a big loss for Leicester,
Yeah.
You know that a big loss.
Yeah, I was just gonna make that point that this is a wounded Leicester team, right? This is a wounded Leicester team. At least I think 5 them have the youth from Italy, Injo, Barnes, Maddison. Is a whole host of player. That is an obvious fact, right? But at the same time, Brendan Rodgers, right? We see it happen last year, and it seemed like the same thing I go formulate this year.
Liverpool, man. Remember?
Well,
That's true too.
We are gonna give him a skateboard and say, okay, his injuries. I mean, we see that happen time and time again. Where towards the end of the season, like the farmer decline.
Yeah,
because we are gonna give Brendan Rodgers a skateboard. Say, oh yes, because he had players injured. Bro, this is the Premier League. Everybody have injured.
Hold on, I have to talk the truth, man. Last year, Chilwell gone, Maddison gone, Pereira gone, Shionko get a straight red card, get 3 last game. So you tell me, you take out the 4 best player out of your squad.
Pierre losing squad.
Okay, Jiggy, we give him that. What happened when he was at Liverpool?
Slippy G, man. A Slippy G, you give a title, you know?
No.
I believe about Stevie G.
That was just one game.
No.
Hold on. You remember
Brendan Rodgers?
You're 3-0. Liverpool leading 3-0. And him say, oh yes, go on out and score a goal for fun. What happened? Crystal Palace rally.
Crystal Palace.
Game 3-3. Huh?
Brendan Rodgers when I play defense.
No, you wasn't. But him he could have said game management. Am I lying here?
Game management.
What you mean?
Go watch our extended highlights.
So
watch our extended highlights.
What's your point?
The Crystal Palace game.
You telling me a Liverpool team with that much quality, way better than Crystal Palace, cannot see out a 3-0, 3-0 lead?
Lead Manchester City. Manchester City, who people say are arguing that Manchester City is those collection of players is the best collection of players ever in Premier League history. People have argued that, and Leeds just beat them 2-1, right? So a Crystal Palace team come back 3-love. You have to remember, we were under pressure. The last couple of games, you know, we under pressure to maintain the lead, you know, regardless of what anybody wants to say.
Yeah, me tell you what happened in that game.
Under pressure.
City did a lead no by goal and him did try and make up goal difference. That happened in the game. Remember it clearly.
Under pressure, bro. No pressure we under.
See out the game.
Win
Win the game. Win the game.
Yo, that's not Brandon Rogers. Yo, Brandon Rogers responsible for Slippy G. No, talk it truth. Talk it truth. You go tell Brandon, you should take what we should do. Take him off of the field before that happens. Come on, man. That's Brandon Rogers fault, bro.
What me say is that two things can be true, you know. I think so tournament valid points, but as Buju said though, that I think from Brendan Rodgers, well, time in the Premier League, it has shown a pattern of late season decline though.
Bad luck.
Bad luck.
No man, but overall,
Brandon remind me of Asafa Powell.
Yeah, make it to the end.
Yeah, man, that man get the first 60 meters, yo, nobody can see him. I look for everybody, and the next 40, you wonder what happened.
Jackson, all the game, them suspend West Morgan too, you know. Unless we don't know, even though West Morgan don't play a lot.
Oh,
West Morgan is still the captain of the team, you know. Right?
Okay, all right.
You must suspend West Morgan, so the team was fractured. Might as well never delay that game. Nobody didn't come up because the man in a party. And man, I tell upon man, and man put out pictures and all these things. The mashup, they just in the room for a week. I'm telling you, that's what happened. Because people talk, oh yeah, he was there, boss. He was there, boss. You know, let's say you mash up someone, man.
Yeah, man, unruly.
I did not know that happened after the game. Start to listen to other commentary and I go look it up. The man then got a party, bro, and the man suspend about 5 or 6 of them, including West Morgan, who is still the captain of the team. Right? Because when they play the game, like Captain Arms band.
I'm so man.
Okay, well, I don't know what we say, but like JR said, we've seen a pattern with Brendan Rodgers, but I will say big up Lingard and Iheanacho, both in superb form for a good run.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I can't believe Iheanacho still, but you know, you want to do him thing.
Well, but before Iheanacho went to Leicester. Leicester. City, somebody was injured. I don't remember who was injured at City. He was playing and he scored several goals. That's why he went out. That's why he went out, right? On loan somewhere. And then Leicester City buy him. And then Vardy was playing so well because 3 years in a row and get 20 something goals. Iheanacho wasn't getting a game. But Brendan Rodgers the other day said, we have injury to player, and he scored 2, and then he play again, and then he scored 7 in the last 10 games. So from that now, he has sealed the starting spot. So Iheanacho, just like Lingard, have taken opportunity of to play football, right?
Agreed.
Something me always argue on the blog, right? Me always say, if I am a player, your window for playing football is like 8 to 10 years. Why would I go and sit down at Manchester United or Liverpool just to play for Manchester United or Liverpool and not get in a game? I'd rather go play for a small team. Yeah. But I'd rather go play for a small team and play every week, bro. If I'm that good, I'll play my way into a bigger contract at somewhere else where I can start. But I'm not going to sit down at Manchester United for 4 and 5 years. I play 1 and 2 games every year. That makes sense to me.
I can answer that.
I think the decision that was made by the club and Jesse was a good one. I think both are happy. You know, because as alone them the one, it look hard to come back and know and say, yo, you can't get that free roll.
I don't like this one bit.
You didn't ask me again.
For one, I don't like this one bit because
so West Ham play Champions League, it look like. So
it's gonna be hard, bro. What 7 games?
Yo, hear me say 1 second, Mojo.
Yeah.
Just to count as a Champions League, and even though West Ham they close right up there, so don't want them at the Champions League. And as much as I love to see it, we don't want to make it because 2 years a waste of time. You know what I say? Because them not gonna have the squad to play all them competition there.
The more get the summer and the money and everything will come in.
I get the money, man. All of them buy a chair for players, you know.
Hey, JR, West Ham have players. Remember Lanzini and what the Brazilian name, the skill one.
Yeah, but you have to remember
Douglas Aston Villa, no? Or West Ham, Douglas play for.
No, man.
Douglas play for Aston Villa.
Not tell who me attack, man.
Let me say. So they say the man
attack the number 8, man. We know the youth we attack. The dribbler youth there.
Forward that the Premier.
Oh yes, you to the left foot.
Yeah. When
the dribbler there.
He injured. He wasn't injured, or is he not playing?
Yo, in my baller. I don't know where.
In there going with things. Yeah.
As much as that, because again, as much as you want to call us someone as baller, them now have the squad for play. Every Wednesday, Thursday, Premier League, Champion League, League Cup, FA Cup. That always kill a lot of teams now. Yes, a lot of them little teams will come up and get the opportunity to play in Champion League. When you have to start playing the amount of games you have to play all across the place, it's a killer, man. Me I tell you.
Well, you as a supporter look at it that way, but the club and the admin
Money,
them know say,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, they don't know what the objective.
Yo, remember say Liverpool play
2 years
same
ago, Burnley.
11 players, you know.
Remember Burnley 2 years ago met the Europa, and then it was just the squad thin. You couldn't manage.
Yeah, make it.
Yo, remember say Liverpool play the 11 players in every competition, you know, so it can be done. All them need a 3 substitute. Right? Then play 45, 50 games per season.
Right, but wait, before we move on to this, you know, say that killed Liverpool the year before. The year into the Champions League, you know, you realize you couldn't have a squad. It's like go City have the squad for compete on both fronts like that. Can make 7 changes and decline that much. Liverpool, as much as we have a very good starting level, after they go 2-3 substitution down. Yeah,
2-3? Bro, Milner is the first person off hard. Man, they laugh after. I'm sure Man United fans laugh at us. When the man say change and the man say Milner. Everybody, all Arsenal laugh at us. When the man say Liverpool have make a change, everybody can guess. Milner the first man off our bench. First. Everybody do that. Shaqiri. The man them say, look upon this there, man, from 2008 him there Manchester City. Man, them a laugh because you know.
I'm see how you Mr. Shaqiri more come on over there.
Yeah, that's right. I see him think say look upon Shaqiri boy wasting. Right? He's of none effect on the team, but it's a figure still. What to do?
All right, let's move on. All right, skip that game there. And
big game I talk about, Majid.
no,
We'll
skip that game there. And go to Southampton. What's Southampton play? I think they're in 3.
No man, Southampton get back up. West Brom 3 up.
West Brom, yeah.
No, West Brom.
West Brom them 3.
West Brom, Southampton.
I never watch it. I'm not still gonna tell no like.
Yeah, man, I know what they're on tonight. I watch enough game, you know. West Brom. The game that done 3-0 West Brom.
3-0 West Brom.
West Brom on a road.
Yeah, for them do that to Chelsea at home. Yeah. I don't know about West. I don't know much about West Brom.
Maybe whenever.
Some Allardyce, I know about. Sam.
Jig, you watch the game?
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Yo.
Yeah, here, man.
Elaborate.
Okay. Yo. I have to apologize to Big Sam.
Jig, you bash Big Sam?
Yeah, man, I bashed Big Sam.
Apologize.
About 2 lives ago, I bashed Big Sam because before the Chelsea game, I bashed Big Sam because Big Sam always set up a defensive solid unit, right? And I did not expect Big Sam to have the wherewithal to play a more offensive type of football. But over the last 2 weeks, he has. You know, and it's my fault because I realized that if you look back to Big Sam when he was playing for Bolton, I don't know how they are taxi, but Bolton plays some lovely football. You know what I'm saying?
I remember Ricardo, man.
Okacha, Campo, all the ballers was over there, and he played some lovely football for Bolton Wanderers, right? But my recent spate at Crystal Palace and all these other clubs, where he was more of a defensive, boring type of coach, I forgot, and I was a prisoner of the moment. So I have to apologize to him. He came out, set up the team, he made a change. He put in Robinson into the team. He switched between 4-4-1, 4-4-1-1, and 4-3-3, and he went after Southampton. And the reason I think he did that is because if you look at Southampton as the worst defense in the league, and they have been harping on it from maybe the middle of the season, that Southampton defense is horrible. I forgot the name of the 2 centre halves that Southamptons have, but they have to invest in. These players are just not Premier League quality players, and we just have to be honest. Pereira scored again. He's on a roll too because he scored. I think he scored a hat-trick against Chelsea. He scored, and Robinson scored, and the game was exciting. West Brom came out and just attacked them all day. And Che Adams missed a couple sitters, but you know he was being hounded by the centre half and also Danny Ings. So I mean, there's not really much I can say except I have to apologize to Big Sam, and he really, for the last 2 weeks, put out an offensive game plan that I don't think I didn't expect it. So I'm sure the coaches for the other teams didn't expect it either.
All right. With that said, I'm gonna introduce a late guest. And Sports Wiz, you have the floor.
Arsenal.
Yo, man, it's shine, man. It look like a man down a shower. You put on baby powder.
Hello.
Good night. Sorry for the late arrival. Yeah, Jiggy, but they analyzing you. I remember before the Chelsea game when you basically write off West Brom. I'm gonna tell you that Big Sam have 2 weeks in international break to work on his team, work on tactics.
Talk
and
the
you're
whole
going to see a different team.
Talk the whole truth.
Did I listen you? I tell about what me said. Yes, I have 2 weeks work for the team, and you know he has players. I mean, you found out and said none of them players are not Premier League ready. But listen, JR, listen at that 1.5. I watched West Brom in the championship, and Matheus Pereira, from the first time I saw him, I said, this player Premier League ready. You know, he was not a typical West Brom player. He brought something different. From what was the name? Slaven. Was it Slaven Bilic? Was their coach in the championship?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, Pereira brought something different. And yesterday's game, they showed it. And I must say shout out to the former Arsenal Academy defender, Kyle Bartley. Had a brilliant game in defense yesterday. You know, kept Danny Ings quiet, kept Che Adams quiet when he forward. And me here talk about the Southampton centre back, MGK. Vestergaard is a good defender. Bednarek a madman, but Vestergaard is a good defender.
Yeah,
neither of them played any football this year, Greg. We have sat and watched Southampton.
No, man, Vestergaard.
Neither of them not played no football this year.
Yeah, man, Romeo, they are doing thing too, you know. Romeo did a
Yeah, they missed Romeo in the midfield yesterday.
My midfielder.
Yeah, they missed midfield yesterday.
I think Southampton suffer big injuries too, you know. If you check back stuff too, you know, they have an injury crisis one at a time too, you know.
Yeah, man. Ings missing for a while.
Like when they come on Man U and get the 9, a couple man make them debut around two man make them debut and one debut and get a red. So
Boji, the next Man U fan, you couldn't find one Chelsea fan for you.
Chelsea fan everywhere, man. Chelsea fan and Man City fan everywhere.
Greg,
What's Sarge, check in.
Greg, me say you have to tell the whole truth, right? Chelsea had a red card in the 29th minute. Silva.
Part of the game.
Well, I know it's a part of the ball game, but when you're making predictions, that's not something that you predict, right? You don't include that, right? They were dominating the game up to the 40th minute. West Brom did not have any attacks on Chelsea goal, and then after they scored the one, they dropped their heads, and that was the end of that. So we have to include that in the discussion. You know, act like the Big Sam just go up there and do what they needed to do. You know, they won the game. They won the game because of the red card on Silva. Come on, bro.
And hold on, the Bolton players them from in the past New America. You call Okacha?
Yeah, first part.
You call Kevin Davis?
No, me never call. We never said Kevin.
Nolan, he never call. He never call.
No, well, Nolan the defensive brother.
No, Kevin Davis was the one. Kevin Davis had shit bad man, and he always score some goal.
No way, never call
Davis. Davis, funny one. Yeah, we know that brother. I think he was 18. You need that way?
Yeah, man, he always score some goals, man. One name there.
Yeah, man.
Campo forward when him done, you know, when him done wash up a real.
Campo name.
Campo did done. He went wash up a real.
Was Anelka ever there? Was he a French striker?
Yeah, Anelka was there.
Okay, I mean, my French striker was down there sometime.
Anelka was there, and they had El Hadji Diouf at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But him never good that in Liverpool, so I don't even know why.
And them have the youth where they push Bibi from left back and why the name? J. Light Samuel.
Yo, a Bibi 2 knee surgery then mash up Bibi career still.
Eh?
A Bibi 2 knee surgery then mash up Bibi career.
Yeah, well, anyways, enough for that game there. Yeah, if me did there on the prediction last year, I predict West Brom to win. But so you go.
All right. Before we get to the good game, them one last dead game. Everton and Brighton. Nil-all.
Me no waste my time watch that.
All right. So
Disappointed with the 0-0 this one. Shouldn't be a 0-0 game. I don't watch it though. I don't know what I mean. Them two
Yo,
teams.
Everton, they're on a little full run right now. Play some foolish.
all right.
But you
Since
don't say Brighton footballing club. You don't, Brighton at home, right? Are them most Everton?
I remember, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me say Marpy missed quite a few chances, you know, which me say it here already. If Brighton get a striker, they could cause some problems, you know, because even though they're a small team, them play possession football and they play some decent stuff. You know, then coach better than Arsenal coach. You know.
Yo, watch out. Me just turn on the Me just turn on the comment them. What is Philly gangster talking about? Never be a hypocrite. Yo, speak your mind, sir. Who you talking about? What you talking about?
Monsieur. Yeah, man.
Yo, go do the people in work, bro.
Anyway.
Secure office.
let's move on. Since Greg here, Greg, you have the floor. Arsenal 3, and yeah, that side the nil.
Arsenal. I mean, I'm not surprised. If we had lost to Sheffield, we need to win a relegation battle. The current Sheffield team, if we had lost to them, we would have needed to be in a relegation battle. I don't care how much injuries we want to have. At the end of the day, quality stand out. We have that much more quality than Sheffield. I mean, if an Arsenal fan did tell me before the game, say him nervous about that, no matter how poor. As a matter of fact, after the last Thursday game, the Europa League where we draw, me tell Arsenal group, me tell them say, yo, not worry about the wrong thing. All we need to worry about right now is them strikers I need to finish the chances them because we never play, but actually we play good. And I expected that to carry over into the Sheffield United game. My only problem was if the French Jermaine Defoe can play in the net, which he did, you know. So taxi I look him on that only French Jermaine Defoe. I like as it name someone. I like as it name someone, brother. But yeah, it wasn't a surprise to me. I mean, Sheffield already give up the ghost from about Christmas. So teams will lose to them. Hey, Man U fans are
no, that Sheffield give up a goal for them, give up for Henderson come back home. I hit that. They done.
Yeah, but tell you that last week, they don't believe me.
Yeah, these Man U
Yeah,
fans.
they are and share the same sentiments about that.
Yeah,
That's not like
Greg,
man is not there.
they have a point. I mean, he made some outrageous saves last year, you know. So they do have a point, but that can't be the only thing that went wrong for them. I mean, I can't pinpoint what it is, but a lot went wrong in the Sheffield team. But yeah, no surprises there. The surprise would have been if we didn't beat them soundly or if we had struggled. That would have been the surprise.
Hey, Greg, someone in the comments said no Obama and he called better Arsenal now. I'm going to say somebody what does say that.
what up, Greg?
You know, say JR, right?
Yo, they were the
You know, say JR take shots.
Yo,
You know,
the
we
only
have
thing
to-
you have to say about that is that Arsenal win and still in 9th place, bro. And when Aston Villa win, them and jump them and gone back down at 10th place. I'm making the pack team that, bro.
We
Yeah,
were
the pack team that.
we were in 11 before the game.
Me that the pack team that.
Jiggy,
bro. Eh?
Jiggy.
Jiggy, let them on them the go tail, man. Come on,
Jiggy. For the last review, I think you cried out for Martinelli and Mikel
I did.
Arteta.
Yo, me never
Play,
say
man.
that. Till me say it.
Huh?
You could wait till me say it. But thank you. Let me speak on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bro, Martinelli is a young Brazilian baller who got injured. And just like other young players, when a player is playing well, the coach have to entrust the young players, have to trust them and put them back on the field. Right? You can't give him on the 5 minutes or give him on 50 minutes and take him off of the field and all these things. That's why I spoke about him last week because he was very aggressive last year for Arsenal. I love to see it. Right? I think he made his way to play one game for Brazil. I think after those performances, and now this year slowly coming back from. I think whether it was injury or COVID, you have to give the player back his opportunity to play. Because we know that Was it the Liverpool game last year? He was the only player on the field. He was the one of the players. He and the youth on the Senway with the shaggy here, the French
It was
youth.
a lot of games. The
French youth.
game, the Man City game, the Chelsea game, like
those two
stand
players
out.
were the players. They didn't look like they feared anything. Those are the players. They didn't look like they feared. They didn't care. They just went out there and play football against the biggest clubs. And when I see that in young players, you have to continue to play them. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I have to say about Martinelli.
These were the comments of the coach that it is his fault why he's not playing, because in training he's doing everything the way he's supposed to. He's doing everything right.
Would you already do that, Bojo?
Huh?
You do that?
Yeah, but I'm saying that's the word of the coach, right? So what's him take the blame for not playing the man, right? Well, as some face Man U fans are gonna say, oh no, Aubameyang better Arsenal. So why you not play the youth? You make Man U fans pass them comments, yeah. Eh? Why not play the player if he might do everything right?
Arteta ball. You know what I say? Greg, go ahead.
I don't know if it's because it's on Arteta, Willian got back, but he seems like he's trying hard to prove himself right and the fans wrong that Willian is supposed to be in the team. Because no matter how Pepe play and no matter how Martinelli play, as a matter of fact, let's go back to the end of the last season. Martinelli got injured not playing enough. When Arteta took over the squad, Martinelli got no game enough for about 2 months, and then picked up an injury in training, which kept him off for like 3 months, 3-4 months, Then when he came back, he tried him in one game, pulled him halftime, said he wasn't doing what he wanted him to do. When Martinelli was making all the runs out there, but Elneny called JR Bighead with a pass. So if he pick up Martinelli and make a run. And he blamed the kid for that and sub him halftime. And then freeze him out again. But at the same time, Willian kept on getting game after game after game after game and not producing. Somehow Willian has 5 assists. I don't know how. But he doesn't have a goal either. Whereas whenever Martinelli plays, you see that goal threat. So I don't know what is going on with him. And not to mention Pepe, like I said. Because if you give Pepe 3 games running a row, I mean, sometimes you only play 1 game, you don't see the best of it. But Pepe play 3 games, I guarantee you. You see two completely different footballers. So the PE teacher that we have, I mean, we probably need to go to Spanish class.
But what made I say, Greg, I think, when Willian topic we touch upon, I think the first game of the season when Willian played, I think he get like 2 or 3 assists in that game then.
Bro, play Fulham, bro.
2 assists. 2 assists. And I'll get tricked. Me, I say, yes, Willian at 2015. And that was it. But it's just not sure.
We played against Fulham, bro. Michael Hector and Fulham. Come on, bro.
Yeah, Lord Hector.
What?
Big man.
What we said, is that, as no, some say it as jokes, say, no, Aubameyang equal better Arsenal, but I really do feel as if, the team, Arsenal, that I'm watching the play, is definitely better without Aubameyang on the team. I mean, also obviously someone might not agree because, Greg might be a Aubameyang fan, but, when Martinelli play look better, I think some have a better connection with Lacazette compared to Aubameyang, But I think Aubameyang give the quality when needed, and I play him all the way left on them something. I think the team flow better when time Aubameyang don't play. That's my personal opinion.
Taxi.
Well, when it comes down to Uber and I think Uber play. I think Uber fitting up front, not out on the left. I like Seymour there, so I always tell the Arsenal man them say he's a waste out there, so but obviously when I play Uber straight down the middle, like up front, him better have this of his team.
Facts.
But he don't look like he happy. Something alright. I don't know how I'm going. He don't look like he happy though.
Man get paid. Man get paid, man good,
Well, that's all I have to say about Uber.
I mean, JR say I'm an Aubameyang fan. I'm an Arsenal fan, so anybody for Arsenal will play good, they'll go for them. But if you notice, when we bid for Aubameyang, how many other teams tried to get into a bidding war with us? Okay. Aubameyang have speed, he will score probably about 50% of his chances, which is a good turnover rate for a striker.
That's
But
way better than Salah.
he does not. He doesn't. Listen. He doesn't bring a lot to the table as a number 9. You know, he actually plays at his days at Dartmouth. He play better coming off the left, just like how Henry used to play. Henry was a striker, but he used to always drift out wide. You know, and then bring the ball in. Henry could take on people and beat them. Aubameyang can't do that. Aubameyang can barely control. His control is poor. I don't know if you see that. The man control is very, very poor. If he had Lacazette touch, Aubameyang would have been a way better striker. But his touch is not that good. He's a clinical finisher. So can't take that away from him. But he can't even run left Harry Maguire. And that is a big problem right there.
All right.
Speed used to be his thing. I remember his days at Saint Etienne. Before he got that man, they used to just kick the ball and give. And it done.
He was young, bro.
Exactly. That was his thing, his speed. He's not faster than all these English league defenders these days.
Level of disrespect.
That's why he might get show up now. I would say look up, Ren. Yo, Jerry, yo.
Disrespect. The level of disrespect. But anyways.
Oba good striker, man.
Oba, yeah, he is. But in all honesty, this season he has been piss poor, and I'm not gonna defend him. Whether them play him out wide or through the middle, he's been poor. And enough said. And then we move on to big bad Jose Mourinho and Tottenham. So JR.
Yes, Mourinho and Tottenham.
Anyways, Manchester United and Tottenham.
Listen,
I look like him ready. Yeah, the floor is yours.
Listen what I say. My PE teacher done school of youth. Let me drink that rum. School Jose. You see that little boy there? Now have no manners. You understand me I say? And this is the nail in the coffin for Jose Mourinho. And I already see it go downhill at Tottenham already, you know. Whenever see him start make them type of comments here, like I'm make after the game with and them type of something there, it is going downhill for Tottenham. There's no forwarding back for Tottenham. And I could just focus on the game itself. I know so watch the game. To me, it was a training session. And that is a very embarrassing thing for a quality squad like Spurs. To me, it was a training session game. The first half, 25 minutes of the game, foolishness. Both sides had lack quality first 25 minutes. After that, United pick up the game. After that, when we start create a chance, there's something I'm really want to touch upon as well after this. The first goal was scored because reality, we win this game by 4 goals. We score more goals than we them give it. Because the goal with them take away from Cavani first goal. Now, I don't understand which part of football which we stop watch or something changed in the football, but we have lost football when you see things like this start happening. That was a clear goal. You cannot tell me, say somebody, you know, a man grab up on your hand and you put up your hand to take off him man and him get slapped and I'm winning him. And this man literally rolled on the ground for 20 minutes almost. It stretch out the company field for a little touch on his face. And then the referee really look at the VAR and don't get a goal. Them something that we lose in football, I tell you right now. That is foolishness. But overall, though, one of the best games we saw play. I mean, I say the best game, the best half of football we saw play when it comes to quality. And Pogba was a class that game. You know, Mason forward on the field, and I always stick by of all the talent at Manchester United, whether it be Rashford, you know, all of them. That is the best talent ever Manchester United. I don't know who people might disagree, but Mason Greenwood is the best talent at Manchester United. I mean, I tell you, I always stick by that. You understand what I say? Very good game by the youth, and the problem we always see is that this game is that in the second half, we create a lot of chances for the strikers, whether that be Mason or Cavani, and that is the difference in that game compared to a lot of previous games them. So you see Cavani get 2 chances, Mason get a couple chances as well, and I think that is one of the things we lack for United. But overall though, practice session, I have not much to say. Jose Mourinho days of football is done. It was a practice session game with team, especially the second half. And Pogba, the big Maybach, you understand me I say? No regular Toyota, the big man on the field. You know, but overall though, as I say, very good, very well second half my side. First half I was a very unhappy United fan.
All right. Hold on. 2 questions. JR, you first. Don't elaborate. Just answer the question. Sports Wiz have a question. Who have the better squad? Tottenham or Man U?
Tottenham.
Tottenham. All right, cool. Jiggy. Scott McTominay. Zane, foul or no foul?
Hold on, I forgot rebut JR. What JR just did a while ago is something called self-serving bias. Right? Let us be honest, self-serving bias. Right? They have the better midfielders. Right? Harry Kane is probably the only player who is better than Cavani, and he's not much better than Cavani because of the movement. Right? So what you did, JR, was self-serving bias. Because
I'm a different myself.
Sanchez.
I feel like JR too, you know. I feel like JR too.
That's what I said, Jiggy. I'm more understand where we're forward from. When the season starts, we watch a lot of people on all the blog them there now talk about how good Spurs squad is. Now, when we talk about United, we can't talk about the 3 midfielder them, which is really and truly we only have 2 world-class midfielders in the middle of the park, which is Pogba and Bruno.
Who is sitting on the bench?
Listen, wait a man. We have but after you go on the bench now, you start have who on the bench? Matic, brother. You see me I say,
no. Who is the other player on the bench that the coach don't play?
Van der Beek.
Okay.
But
Van der Beek.
We can't kill Solskjaer for Van der Beek. Hold on, I'm about to go on.
But Jiggy, may I say, as you see a squad, my Tottenham have so much midfield and so much ball, but they double lost cells, so Sissoko, all them and them have a whole midfielder too. And I have a very good front 3.
We don't have a 3 best midfielder on the team.
Sports Wiz.
Stop it.
Neighbor, please. I give Tottenham the front 3.
Exactly.
I give Tottenham the front 3 and one of the centre backs. That's it. Man U 2 goalkeeper them go make the team over Tottenham.
That's a 4 player.
Man U 2 fullbacks gonna make the team over Tottenham fullbacks. Man U Wan Bissaka is better than any right back them have. Luke Shaw is better than any left back Tottenham have. Okay. Pogba and Bruno in the midfield over any other 2. I don't know which one you go. All right, let's go with attacking midfielder. Bruno over whether you want to use Lo Celso or
Ndombele. Who else?
We have to talk about the midfield. We give up the midfield already.
Mario, the man have more creativity than we have.
Okay, that's what I said. Uno have goalkeeper, defense, have midfield. All they have over Uno is the front 3.
Greg, well,
if you're supposed to go player versus player, all they have over Uno is the front 3. And
no,
you as a Mason Greenwood fan, you as a Mason Greenwood fan will probably tell me on a different day that Mason Greenwood is better than Lucas Moura. You will probably tell me that on a different day. The conversation was different.
Well, I not agree with JR when it come on to the best player. We have a Mason Greenwood. Like,
the best talent.
The front 3 is the
best talent.
Even the front 3 is debatable because let's say everybody play well. You have Martial, Cavani, Rashford.
Son any day over Rashford.
Son starting a Man U side any day.
Of course, any day.
So Son and Kane
and small fact. Harry Kane is leading the league in goals and assists.
But I put Harry Kane already up front. I said Harry Kane, right? I already said he was the number 1.
Son on left.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Lucas over Greenwood. That's it. The front 3.
Would you put Lucas over Rashford?
Rashford don't play right.
You can't. We had to talk about the front 3 overall.
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't.
No,
you wouldn't, bro.
Yeah, but he doesn't play right. I let him play. We just go to him play.
But the question was that squad, you know, brother, because after you start going down in a Spurs squad, they have a lot more options than we coming off the bench too. So,
yeah, definitely.
I'm going to say fraud starting 11. As a squad, they have a squad. Also, we just don't know if you utilize the squad the right way. You know, me not right here. Can't you look at full bench, brother? Who we have come off the bench? We have
Greenwood and Van der Beek.
Daniel James.
Daniel James, that's
Leeds great.
One man, I understand. One man, I understand why I'm not playing. Because from him score for AC Milan and Pierre thing. We don't know why Ahmad. We can't now get no more. Ahmad
supposed to play, but
who?
Traore, the young youth, the young right
winger. Oh, he scored the equalizer. against Milan.
Well, I know, but I have one question for Taxi. So since Mason is not the most talented youngster at the club, who's the most talented youngster at the club? Because me, I try to figure it out right now.
Oh, yeah, as a youngster, since I go so deep, like, you know that was 17, 18,
19 now, just turned 19.
19.
Also,
Rashford, that was 22.
22, 23. Man, a youngster now. And honestly, if you think about it, Mason at 19 is way better than Rashford at 19, brother. Mason already scored 17, 18 goals last year. So
to me, Mason improve in terms of work rate, but I don't know what some half about Mason right now. I know saying talented in terms of balance.
As Jiggy said earlier, is the Jesse Lingard effect. Them have this youth here and not playing him. If Mason got, I say that day, if Mason play in our team like Manchester City, Mason will get 20 goals every single season. Me not asking it. Me I tell you right.
No striker. I'm go Jesus alone and get it. I don't know.
But yo, you know, say we not produce some good youngsters because they look at your shoulder tired.
That's what Manu been doing. That's why Manu been investing in their academy. That's what Edward would that way my promote my social. My put money in the academy.
Well, I know the best one out of all them, Greg, is the big French Dan himself, Hannibal Mejbri. Remember the name? Everybody probably used to remember the name, Hannibal Mejbri.
Yeah, you've been saying that for the past year and a half.
Yeah, Hannibal will be best one out of all them. But that's it though for the United thing. Jiggy, make a talk about looking full side.
Liverpool play this weekend?
We already talked about Liverpool already.
No,
We don't talk about Spurs.
we skip Liverpool game.
Oh yeah, we talk about Liverpool. Yeah, ready? May I go
Yeah,
first?
first years.
Listen, our team went out to back up Aston Villa, but we were wasteful, but we still won the game, right? I still don't like the fact that we have to start James Milner, right? But we're just waiting here to get the win, as Blacks have stated that Liverpool probably going to win their last several games. There were 6 more or 7 more. We're going to win all 7, I think, and make a run into the Champions League. That's how I feel, honestly. So basically, hopefully we can shore up the defense a little more. The more the young players play, I think they have played better. They have become more comfortable playing in the role that they have been given. As I have previously said, I've hoped that 15-game run when Klopp took their central midfielders and put them to play centre half, I had hoped he had played those young players to get more experience for this time. But it's fine. I'm just looking forward to the Real Madrid game, to be honest with you. It was a good win. Nothing to write home about. It was a good win. And I can't wait until Real Madrid tomorrow.
All right. I watched that game. And fair play to Liverpool. I think they had revenge on mine, as Jiggy said. But the referee, them VAR deserve beating. I think that first goal, that was a goal for me. That was a goal. And Liverpool had a lot of chances. Mrs. Salah not walk one past the keeper, but 2-1 past the keeper. That should have been a goal. Liverpool clearly outplayed them, as Jiggy said. And there was just a better team on the day. Tell
you right now, if the big boss on the other side, they are never injured and a fall back for injury, Liverpool. That may I tell you, if Grealish should have played, me feel Liverpool and lose, because Liverpool played that game the other day. I'm no son to win, but I haven't create too much chance and stuff. They was very strong. It is a conversation we need to have, Jiggy. I'm not going to talk about it, but what happened with Liverpool over the last 2 or 3 months, Jiggy, or 4 months?
Club.
You're mute, Jiggy. You're mute. You're mute. Man, that's a talk, brother. One talk, Jiggy, because you don't understand, so you're mute, my G.
That's strategy. No.
You're mute.
You're mute. Oh, hold on. We're supposed to get unmute him, man. Hold on.
Brother, you're mute.
You're mute.
You're mute. Yeah, so what? You're mute.
You're mute.
You're mute.
You're mute.
I'm not mute you. He mute himself.
My guy.
Me never hear you not say no.
No, but wait, I said Jiggy.
Me never hear what I say, bro.
No, me that ask you why the problem with your side over the last couple months, because me can't diagnose it.
Wait, the clap.
Here.
Oh,
Clap are the only problem. And let me tell you something. I gotta be very clear. And I'm gonna speak English. I'm gonna speak the Queen's English. The issue with Liverpool is clap. You know what I'm saying? The issue with Liverpool is clap. Right? When you have Fabinho playing so well and Henderson play well, they start the season well. Van Dijk go down when the keeper youth come cross and go in knee. Pickford. Then Gomez went down, and then he said in his mind, the next game he played, Nat Phillips against Spurs. We win a game. Nat Phillips and Fabinho against Spurs. Nat Phillips played a beautiful game. Then Nat Phillips don't play for about 2 months. Nobody explain why, right? So he put Henderson, Fabinho to play centre half. Then him have a makeshift midfield. And I said, when he did that, I said, hey, why not play Nat Phillips and the young players? Put an extra midfielder in there. So if we play Henderson, Fabinho, and Wijnaldum, throw Thiago in the middle for him control the game and take out one of the forwards them. That is what I've been harping on the entire season. But I text Klopp and I Instagram him and he refused to do what I said. He blocked me. Right? Right? Because I was harassing the Liverpool faithfuls over there saying, hey, what are we doing? And for 15 games, the man played the same thing. And then one day, somebody said to him, it wasn't me, he decided to say, oh, you know what? Let me play the young players in defense and play the midfielders in their proper position. So what happened in the most recent games? They played well, right? They have played well. Someone came out and said, in the Champions League, they were exposed. And I'm like, no, we got to be honest. They weren't exposed. Trent Alexander-Arnold made 2 rookie mistakes. He tried to head the ball back, which is not the fault of any, and Vinicius ran onto it, right? And then he was so far from Vinicius when they were in between Nat Phillips. And in between Nat Phillips, because he was worried about Mendy all the way over on his left when Mendy was out of the player. And instead of him saying to Nat Phillips, hey, there's someone behind you, or him come closer to the player if he cut off the pass, him just leave it alone. He run through the middle, control the ball, and kick it past Alisson. Those are 2 rookie mistakes by a right back who has been playing for like 7 years. So it is not the centre half issue. When someone says, oh, the centre half played horrible, I'm like, how? How did they play horrible? The 3rd goal was a rebound. So how did they play horrible if they only let in 3 goals? And 2 of those goals were caused by a mistake because of Trent Alexander directly. You know what I'm saying? So that is my issue. To somebody say, oh, it's the centre halves, but it's not the centre halves. They played okay.
All right, that's it.
Anyways,
Greg.
You can just add something to
do it fast.
Real quick. I think one of the reasons why Klopp didn't play Matt Phillips too much was, I remember the first game he played. I mean, Shane looked faster than him. Shane looked faster than Matt Phillips in centre back. You know, and I think that's probably why
that game against Crystal Palace, that was Reece Williams, sir. When they run past, that was Reece Williams. That was not Phillips.
That was Reece Williams?
Reece Williams. The ball, when the ball come through and then try to run it down, that was Reece Williams.
Okay, but it wasn't who you just said. It was actually against West Brom. And West Brom strikers not quick. You know, Mr. West Brom. So yeah, you were saying 2 centre backs. They have 2 young centre backs. Before they brought in where is he from? Not Turkey, wherever that kid is from.
Caban or whatever name.
No, I'm not saying name, but anyways, I hear a player. You're supposed to.
I come from Germany. Germany.
Yeah, from German league. I think from
Turkey, bro. Turkish. He started for Turkey the last 2 games.
Yeah, his name sounds Turkish actually. But before they brought him in, it was Reece Williams and Nat Phillips for your 2 young centre backs. Now, when I can say Klopp made a mistake by putting Henderson and Fabinho around there, was good. He should have continued playing Fabinho and a centre back because Fabinho was doing brilliant around there. He could have kept Fabinho around there and then let Henderson stay in the midfield with whoever else he want to use in there. But Fabinho. He would have done a good job. We can't see every single game he had that. But Jiggy, last season, Jiggy, you know you're winning season. You don't always play Fabinho and Henderson in that midfield. A lot of times you don't play both of them together.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying that. I'm saying that he should have played an extra midfielder to cover up for. You have to make adjustments in teams. But I am saying that I think the adjustment he made by taking out your two best midfielders, putting them at centre half, then your weak in the midfield is the midfield control game, you know. Just like
alone around there was good.
huh?
Fabinho alone around there was good.
But there was no evidence of that.
It was when he took out Henderson, that's when the problem developed. It's just
There
like
was no
when
evidence.
Pep put Rodri and Fernandinho around there last year. He messed up City team.
There was no evidence of that. They concede 1 to 2 goals almost every single game.
I comment say mid-table talk now.
Tell him not worry, man.
So he beat up like a Crystal Palace. I have tough chat.
When Chelsea,
comments, sir.
When Chelsea are losing, he go get fitness center membership, you know, and stop football, you know. I can't chat to it.
But champion League.
Well, una discuss Chelsea. Let's take a shift to the Champions League. I think we should invite the Chelsea fans to join the chat, you know, to discuss him team. But anyways, Chelsea lost the game, but went through. Anyways, it was job done from the first leg. JR, you have the floor.
No man, honestly, today my work I'm just have to on the TV and just glimpse over because I give them laptop and one on the TV. But otherwise, nothing too spectacular for the game. I feel it was an alright game, nothing too spectacular towards the game.
What do you mean? The goal was spectacular.
Yeah, but you talk about a moment. You understand what I said? But we are talking about the game.
The goal was spectacular.
I was more interested in the PSG game to tell you the truth. So, but also that, I already in my mind have it that Chelsea was going to go through. And personally, I'm happy to see them go through as well. Because I tell people this all the time. You see, me is an English league fan now. Now, the only side of English league going to be fully rival is Liverpool. If Chelsea and them want to do good in the Champions League, I like it because I'm an English league fan overall, you know. So, I'm happy for them, you know. Go on, beat Porto. Benfica. What was it again? I always mix up them two-sided, but you know what I say? Porto, yeah. I always mix up Porto and Benfica. I don't understand why. But yeah, but overall, I have no real step on the game. Next game, I have a lot to say.
Jiggy, you want to add to that?
Chelsea and Porto?
Yeah.
No, I mean, a Portuguese side, Chelsea should have won the game. There's nothing to write home about that. I mean, what are we going to say about it? Right? It's not like they're going to win the Champions League.
Okay, Greg always have an opinion. Sportswiz. None.
I did not waste my data to watch that game. I actually went and Bleacher Report.
After this,
I went and Bleacher Report and saw the moment. It was a brilliant moment, but unfortunately too late. I feel like if Porto had gotten that goal in the 85th minute, anyways, they gone already. Chelsea won the tie from they were able to go to Portugal and win that game. That tie was over. I guarantee you only Chelsea fans watched that game today. And Porto fans.
We believe so.
Because there was not much engine on it. So, I mean, if Chelsea were to lose this game, it would have been like Sheffield beating Liverpool. Wait, that happened already this season? But yeah, nobody didn't expect any other results. You know?
Respect Sports Wig.
Wiz. Yeah, that's what you can't read.
Anyways, before we move on to the next game, the goal today, right? Ronaldo and Gareth Bale over kick. Which one of them are the bodies?
How'd that go?
The Porto.
Well,
no. You know what? I'm gonna go with Gareth Bale because it was your Champions League final.
Moment, exactly.
Well, the moment, yeah, could be. But that's a good goal though today.
Yeah, I think today's goal was.
By far, man put it in.
Yeah, man, and I think he kicked it with more power too. Technique-wise, today's goal was better.
Yeah, and just like, you know. But any one of those two teams had to win today and come off with a victory. Well, them win the battle, but them lose the war. But anybody would win that would create some form of history. 2 goals down. Or somebody do it already. And I decided around here. like
Liverpool,
at this
bro.
stage.
Liverpool,
Liverpool do it already.
Barcelona, Liverpool, bro.
No, he said in
What
his.
if
Oh
what
yeah,
am I
it was,
talking about then? Did you hear something
yeah,
like, huh? Oh,
what's it
oh,
called?
oh, oh.
It happened before too. It happened way before too.
couple time.
The Liverpool, Jiggy, was the
I'm not
Liverpool
caught.
game semi-final?
It
I'm not
happened with
caught, man.
I think a quarterfinal, bro.
Quarter-final?
it happened with Deportivo La Coruna and AC Milan. We're not too young to know that stuff.
I'm Barca.
No. Well, you're right.
About
You're right.
about 03 that happened. The year when Porto win. Porto knock out
Porto,
Deportivo.
Amarino did I coach. Amarino did I
Yeah,
coach.
but La Coruna did go back at them and go beat AC Milan, I think 4, and then Porto beat them in the semi-final.
I don't know about this stage that way happened though, but I said,
Yeah, man, I mean quarter-final. AC went back them up down at Milan and then go back. AC beat them 4-1 and then go home go beat AC 4-0. 2003 for Champions League.
All right. Yeah, and we move on to the big bad game. You know, JR shake him head. You have a lot to say. Taxi, you have the floor first.
the big bad game of PSG and Munich.
Yeah.
Watch a game in Apaches today. You know. But there are some guests and I did have watch it on my phone. But to me see it was like I think Bayern probably to me see could probably get the job done today. You know what I mean? I think them was the better team on the day. Them just never get fit, you know? That extra goal if we get them to another round. I think it was our counter-attacking football did I play. Bayern did I play. PSG did I play. Cause it was obvious to Messi. You definitely know so them want the goal, and you know you have the space behind. You have the speed for counter the space. So I see most of that today. But it was a fairly good game. Never watch all I do, matching Apaches.
All right, me just want to continue. I forgot to win. I think what was it? 2012. I don't remember when Cristiano Ronaldo missed the penalty against. And I forgot who him versus Bayern I semi, right? I'm thinking after a game I come out and say him who the Champion League, a Champion League to Madrid. Me I tell you right now, Leroy Sané or Bayern Munich a Champion League. I feel like Pep send him over there to plot this thing here now. Plot this. Me I tell you right now, Pep is a genius and plot this thing here. Listen, now as a footballer, I'm going to talk about it. Leroy Sané get himself in some places to the on the pitch. This is some of the worst decision making ever see from some footballer. The one on top of the 18 one time Leroy Sané get the ball. Mueller the right to the man left, you know. For one little true ball, I'm not know which one I talk about. One true ball, Mueller in, one-on-one with the keeper. The Mueller's quality, he's a finish. Guess what the man do? Shoot from way out to the 18. Now again, next one, to the right of the goal, never forget, and cut by the ball on the left foot. People up on right on top of the 6 or on right about 8 yards out. The man shoot again from about a 20-degree angle and 2 people up on top of the 6-yard box.
Honestly speaking, that was the shot.
Brother, hear me I say. What me I try to say is that this type of decision making was why Bayern Munich lose. The better side over both legs. Finishing killed them in the first leg. Second leg, decision making beat them in the second leg. Them beat themselves. And I understand if you have the Lewandowski and the Gnabry them for this game, I feel like some not easily win this because Lewandowski can definitely score a couple some of the goals. So, you know, but as I said though, Leroy Sané, you owe every Bayern Munich fan an apology for this type of stuff I'm saying today. Unacceptable. This is unacceptable. I'm not lying to you. This is worse than Daniel James. Listen, this is Daniel James-esque type of decision making. It is horrid.
Hold on now. We have to talk the game how we see it. Neymar should have killed off this team before Leroy Sané even had those opportunities. Now, as the quality Leroy Sané has, he should have made better decision with the final ball. But Neymar is top 3 in the world. he should have finished off Bayern Munich, put this bet to rest, put this game to rest.
At least an hat-trick in my book.
Definitely. But I guess everybody is nervous. How I look at it is that Bayern Munich will beat themselves for the first game because they dominated PSG, right? And a moment of brilliance from Mbappe put the game out of reach for Bayern Munich, because the first goal he scored wasn't all his quality. It went through Neuer's leg. And Neuer, today, he played very well. He stopped all those shots. That's what he should have done. So that game would have ended 2-2. But Bayern Munich will be ruining all these chances. But it's a part of football, bro. It's a part of football. They can't get away from it. They're going to look back and watch this tape and be very disappointed in their first leg. But the second leg, PSG had the opportunity to score at least 4 goals. Clear opportunities that Neuer prevented. He ruffled their feathers. And the fact that Mbappe just missed, Neymar just missed 2 open opportunities. Neymar should have shot this deal within the first 30 minutes of the game. There'd be no discussion after that. Right? Can you be up 5-2? It's over.
Yeah, I agree with Jiggy 100%. This game should have been out of Bayern's reach within the first half. I can remember clearly one where Neymar got behind the defense and to make a simple pass to Mbappe, and I saw that Mbappe was furious after that. And I said to myself, if Bayern should go on and get the second goal and knocked out PSG, there are going to be problems in the PSG camp, because I know egos, Mbappe and Neymar, some few would have spilled somewhere. But I think the chances that PSG miss, if those were if they had buried those chances, the game would be out of sight for Bayern. I'm sorry, regardless. But in another case, we have to look and say that maybe the best striker in the world right now is out. And Serge Gnabry also, that play a factor. But before the game, they all knew that both players was going to be out. So job well done, PSG. Neymar get with that one here.
No, maybe, but that's not correct. But no, maybe best striker in the world is it by far.
Okay, no issue.
All right. Today, well, over this time, Navas proved what I said from 2014. He's in the top 3 goalkeepers in the world. From 2014 World Cup, as a matter of fact, before the World Cup, Navas a top 3 goalkeeper. Yes, he only had the shot from Alaba. He might have fouled out one time and take something off Muller foot. And he had a smart save to make from Sane too. But a lot of times when games are playing like that and the goalkeepers now have a whole lot of saves to make, sometimes because the Alaba shot dog, the ball do a whole lot, I don't know how much I don't see, but the ball do a whole lot, and him just save it like nothing. But as I say, it wasn't even today alone. Over the time, both legs, he kept brilliant, and I still can't see why people can't say over the past 7 years. JR, I see you shake your head. De Gea kept good for 2 or 3 years.
Not even top 5.
Listen, De Gea kept good for 2 or 3 years, and then in the World Cup got shit up. Excuse me.
To me, De Gea not in my top 5 right now, but even without that,
name your top 5 goalkeepers since 2014 World Cup.
Oh, God. Absolutely. No, not about it, because to me,
not talk about it. I may have the floor. Just name your top 5, please.
Firstly,
let's move on.
Ter Stegen, automatic. Oblak, number 1 or 2. Make them 2 that automatically better than. Personally, me prefer Manuel Neuer as well. You understand me? I say. Let me see who else again. Alisson, possibly in a recent years. Over the last 3 seasons. No, you can't fully add as much as you want.
I said 7 years. I said over the past 7 years. But Alisson had 2 good seasons at Liverpool.
But even when you look at that, Alisson is over the last 3 years or 4 years, since Alisson been at Liverpool. Over the last couple years, since Alisson at Liverpool, easily better than Keylor Navas to me. Who else?
Better than which Keylor Navas? Better than which Keylor Navas? Are you talking about the Keylor Navas?
Hold on. As much as they are
Yo, Alisson my keeper. But stop a fool. Me no know who for weed you smoke or who for rum you drink, you know. But Alisson better than Kevin. Which game you watching, son?
Hear this man out. Biggie, we know say for a long time saying like Alisson, but we have to
No,
talk
man,
about
I love Alisson. I love all Brazilians.
Well, we know nobody knows.
Joe Wellington.
Well, I know.
Except Joe Linton, Jose William, and the other one who used to play Aston Villa.
Without Alisson, your side would not win this win them league. You want to win and the champion.
True. Keylor Navas won 3 Champions League at Madrid.
What will I know?
Alright, Greg, hold on. JR.
To the World Cup quarterfinals.
JR you got 3. Name 2 more.
Kurt,
You got 3.
personally, would prefer have Donnarumma. I'm not lie. Would personally, let's say.
Whom say?
Yeah, what? Me tell me, would prefer Donnarumma. Me buy a keeper, but buy Donnarumma more than buy Keylor Navas. I'm not lie. That's me personally. I rate Donnarumma. I'm not lie. But
Greg, you have a floor now. Where you run gun?
Right now we do like Solskjaer and say Kepa. I swear to God.
No. That's a different.
That which Roma. That little boy was a phenom as a youngster, yes. But for the past 3 years, you know, nobody talk about him.
That's because
everybody was rumored to be interested in Donnarumma when he was 18, 19 and doing things at AC Milan, but that has all faded out. I mean, he isn't even the first strike keeper every game anymore.
But even as we said over since 2014, well, Buffon just fall off for this earth here. Buffon maybe the last 2 years.
Buffon not fall off, but he's been getting old and he hasn't been keeping a top farm.
I could have said you said top 3. Me I go Buffon already. Me I go Ter Stegen, Oblak. That's me. I mean, understand.
Buffon can't make top 3.
Yeah, Bombard.
Buffon can't make top 3. Not over the past 7 years. No, he hasn't done it. I mean, this is the same Buffon that lost his job at Juventus to Chesney. Are you serious, bro? Are you serious?
Well, I know.
Chesney who couldn't get a game at Arsenal?
Brother, we assess
Anyway, I may have a floor upon the game. Buju, I said here last week, I said after the game that Bayern go have to go out and attack. That will leave a whole lot of spaces for the speed of PSG. I mean, like I said, they couldn't get back up. Me say somebody chip one at the basket Neymar one night time, and he went for a spectacular, which wasn't even warranted there, because nobody no make the run with him. He could have checked on the ball. Me see a next one where the goal that Mbappe score again called back for offside in the second half. If Mbappe leave that ball alone, the next person that was making the run, I don't remember if it was Di Maria or Neymar, but whoever was making the run up there would have been through and goal just the same.
Would they catch the ball though? Because everybody fast.
Yes, because they went close. The person was close, you know. But yeah, like I say, I mean, I can't really disagree. PSG got the better chances. Bayern had the better of play. But PSG had the more clear-cut chances to finish the game. So just like how Bayern can say, yeah, RJ can say, yeah, Sané made poor decisions. Neymar, if PSG had lost this game, and you know me bad mind, because I mean I like Brazilians like that, and me did a prayer for Bayern win the game, because me did go come out and say, yes, we are the Neymar fans. No, because no founder never like this either. He has underachieved based on his potential.
You have to take that.
He has underachieved. You know, Shane and Kushner go like this, but yeah, Neymar should have been producing more. To the game, he get the chance to kill off. I mean, you see how excited he was at the end of the game, because he knows that he was close. He knows that he could have messed it up for the team. You know.
Neymar go PSG for be the best player there and end up not even being the best player there. So I understand.
Not even the best player at PSG right now.
Let me try to say. So personally, as a Neymar fan and time younger, Neymar underachieved by a lot, because I think when a lot of we think about Neymar a couple years ago, we think that Neymar was going to be the best thing after Ronaldo and Messi and past the and him to live up to the expectation with injury, commitment to the game when it comes to, like, you know, health-wise, less partying and them type of something there. a lot of factors that play into it, injuries and everything. So, but
Well, unfortunately, he's a Brazilian attacking player. Only one may ever sit at the game that's serious, and it was Ricky Kaka. The rest of them, all the others, party a lot. So that you can't even bash him for it.
All right. To add to the game, me I gotta give Poch some credit because
third best coach in the world.
Him could have forward out and be negative, and him go for play the game, which me feel like if he had went with a defensive strategy to sit back and all of that, he would have lost this game. And he went out and he played football and make we enjoy a lovely game today because me enjoy the game. It was a good showing from Poch. So I know him get a lot of beating for not delivering a tackle, but
third best coach in the world. Remember me tell you that.
Kudos to Poch.
Third best coach in the world, Bojo. Remember you here.
Who is 1 and 2?
No clap and bomba pet man.
So you don't think Bayern coach better than Poch?
Hey, that's a debate for next day.
No.
I think we can.
You don't think Zidane better than Poch?
Brother, just because Zidane have a Galactic Cup over there, so
No, he don't.
dog.
Okay.
Listen now, what me ask?
Go on, Jer. Let's do it. No, we don't go. We have time. We have time.
A lot of managers, if them get the resources where Pep did have, the lack of resources they have in time, they are Tottenham and them type of something. A lot of them would never take that side and bring them a Champions League final and do the performance of Poch though. Poch is the least resource him get out of all the minds that we are talking about, and them have the weirdest talent to all of them. And then bring that side to go Champions League final where none of would have expected. Him not deliver the result, but me know to a fact. What to the bombas, and me know say a lot of way I go say Poch not deliver. But the truth is none of we here so expect Poch to win the Premier League. None of we here so never expect Poch to even win the Champions League. And me I say we talk about Bayern coach, we talk about Zidane and all them. None of them have them have way more resources now.
Sir, which year did Leicester City win the league again, sir? Let's just be clear.
Yeah.
Let's 2016, right? About this, didn't Tottenham at the end there was leading with Leicester City? They were like neck and neck, and they faded so much that even Arsenal passed them.
Arsenal Conco challenge.
When you have discussion, you see me have discussion, you have to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Right? You can't just leave out part of this discussion and say, oh, nobody can win. He was there, they were neck and neck, and his team was better than Leicester City team. Leicester City team win them 1-0, then Jordan game, they play defensive solid football. Why didn't he do that to win out the league?
But Jiggy, what may I say is this: just because you're the side, for example, this year now perform, that means that Klopp is not all of a sudden now the 15th best coach in the world. No, he's not. What may I say?
The 15th best coach in the world for me.
Oh, because he has a bias right now because now we're win. But what may I try to say is that
Jiggy, even when they win, Jiggy never
when they fire the man, I have been saying they should fire him. Even when they win, even the year when they win, me say they should fire him. Even when we win Champions League, me say they should fire him.
You know what?
Jiggy always consistent.
Why am I saying over my side? But hear me I say. What may I try to say though is that obviously 2016, remember that year the exact one of the most unique year ever in the Premier League. But the truth is obviously never win that year, right? But you can't crucify the man because at the end of the day, there's many years after that when a lot of us look on Tottenham side with the resources them have and none of them expect them. And then we see Tottenham play Champions League final. I don't see another coach maybe could possibly do it. Mr. Pep right now have the resources what him have. Well, I know man, we talk about Pep with the argument over the last 5 years, the top 5 or top 3 best squad in the world and can barely make it even a semi-final with Manchester City. And we classify him as one of the number 1 or number 2 best coach in the world. Poch with the leads, with the side that him have over there, has finished 2nd, 3rd, Champions League final without even having the support of Daniel Levy, which to me seemed like he worked for Arsenal as well because how tight Team Pocket is.
My G,
bro.
Harry Kane was on that team. Dembele was on that team. Vertonghen, a younger Vertonghen was on that team.
Alderweireld.
Kyle Walker was on that team. Alderweireld as his best was on that team. What are you talking about?
Dele Alli.
Which year?
Dele Alli, who was playing for England at that point,
Which year?
was on that team.
Which year have you ever, as we are talking, you call out everybody, have you ever gotten up 1 year in your mind and just get up and say, say Tottenham win this league this year?
That's not the point. I'm saying they were right there. They were there to win the league with a better squad than Leicester City. And Pochettino failed, but you're saying Pochettino is the best, and he never had the opportunity to win the league. But he was right. Everybody remember it.
JR, I looked at Tottenham and said Tottenham is a better squad than Arsenal.
Of course.
Danny Rose at left back. Yeah, but I will still finish better than them.
Danny Rose
at left back.
Walcott right back.
Alderweireld Vertonghen is a 2 centre back. Eric Dyer as them defensive midfielder. Dele Alli as them 10. Son, Kane, Mora,
Dembele.
right back. Lloris was keeping better back then. They had a better squad than Arsenal. You know, like Soldier continue to point out, Chelsea hurt them feelings. Oh, they had Moussa Dembele in midfield, what Jiggy called earlier. It was Chelsea who hurt their feelings, make the Belgium camp had rift in it.
So you know what?
Because Dembele them feel like I said, boy, Hazard should have let them through.
If PSG win the Champions League this year, I don't want to hear it. Because the first time Pep have a squad where some of them coach on our call have a squad like that. If you never win it this year, I don't want to hear nothing about nobody.
No matter who, it might have Mbappe and Neymar for the team. Two of the top players in the world.
But what on there? Wesley coach have the same player than last year. And they
but he ran into a Bayern that was
the Champions League final he ran a Bayern.
All right. So
full shuttle. Thiago played lights out in midfield. Tolisso was not injured.
Martinez played a brilliant game.
But what may I say?
That was a full shuttle Bayern team.
Was Gnabry playing in this game against PSG?
Who did Patch run into in the Champions League final?
Greg, talk to your friend.
Liverpool.
Which is a better side the same way. So no, it's the same thing. So at the end of the day, when push come to shove now, what we are gonna say, if Patch get the side where a lot of them coaches like Zidane and them have and win the Champions League the first time.
I can't think I put Zidane in there. Hey, Zidane make a side, you know. Zidane make that team, brother.
You know, some more PSG Champions League this year.
Zidane make that team. Listen, Patch is a good developer of young players, good developer of youth. He don't have a winning mentality. He don't have a killer instinct. You talk about Champions League and all them. You talk about Champions League and all of them. Ingo a League Cup final and still can't win it. Not even nothing could win at Tottenham.
Hold on, bro. Bojo, make sure say anytime PSG win the Champions League, make sure you send me the first invitation for the night there.
Yeah. We'll see.
Are we Champions League talk about? Cup?
We'll see.
Champions League.
But hey, maybe it's a Tottenham thing because remember Tottenham, I think Tottenham was leading the league with Redknapp when him hear about the England job and them just
Bojo.
Maybe it's a Tottenham thing.
Last point before we finish up this thing here. What may I say is that I don't understand why I echo. But we could think about Southampton when Patch their Southampton, how far and bring up Southampton, right? And before Patch got Tottenham was not Tottenham, but Tottenham before him got here. What may I say is that he never have the opportunity a lot of these coaches that we are talking about have when it comes to talent, monetary backing and all this type of stuff. So now we finally get to see him on the same playing field as a lot of these big coaches. We can't say do bad. He bring back PSG as semi-final so far. Obviously, in France, that's a dead giveaway. So we could say, you know what I say? So we talking time. All they go, I feel like the City are going, but we talk after the Champions League final.
When you say in France, it's our?
It's a given. It's almost a given.
They're not leading in French league, you know that, right?
They might go win. I tell you, they might win.
Go win what?
All right.
Nobody respect them now, Farmers League, you know.
All right, great.
You can see they not win that. And if they don't win that for the first about 2 decades,
bad luck.
So long. But if they don't win that, I don't win the Champions League.
Bad luck.
What's gonna be your verdict on him then?
Well, that me follow out and talk to you about that time.
Okay, interesting.
He's not
a better.
Go on, Greg. Go on.
He's not a better coach than Zidane, though. He's not in Zidane class. He's not in Zidane's class. You know, even though Zidane had Ronaldo, what we saw Zidane do with even last season when he chased down Barca and go win La Liga with a squad that to me was depleted. Remember, you know, you talk about Patch not getting money to spend at Tottenham. You know, Zidane not get no money to spend for him go back to Madrid. Or unless him no want to spend it. But tell me who them bring in.
But you know, say that one is
Mendy, the left back.
but that's how Madrid normally run, because you know, say Madrid normally go out to spend a big
From me, they watch Madrid 1996. Every summer, them bring in a name brand player. Every summer, somebody have to unveil from the Bernabeu a juggle the ball. That no happen from Zidane return.
But even before that, because them not buy a player. Even before that, they never buy a player, even from him first stint. Because they have a stock team already before that, so they never need to buy nobody.
No man, their first thing team bring in players.
Who?
You get players in their first stint.
Who?
I don't remember who forward in, but you get players in their first stint. I know first stint Gareth Bale forward in, you know.
No man, Gareth Bale never from Jose Mourinho. What are you talking about?
What?
Gareth Bale never did from Jose Mourinho time.
No.
Yeah, of course he did it from Jose Mourinho time.
No, sir. No, sir.
Bojo.
It was Di Maria and Ozil them run the team that time. Bale of you play for Jose.
Either.
I think Bale probably play for Mourinho. I'm not sure.
I said, I swear.
Because they even mentioned when Bale they come on loan, so they have a history.
You don't know how long Mourinho left Madrid, man? The man left Madrid, go Milan.
No.
Or Milan before Madrid? No. It's Madrid before Milan.
And they are Madrid from 2010 to 2013. I think Gareth Bale they are Madrid about that time.
Hell no, you know they are Madrid 8 years. You mad?
I mean, we are finding out right now.
They sell Bale and buy Lamela them, you know.
Lamela, Ericsson.
See them man, him there Madrid 2013.
Yeah man, he was
and when Jose left?
The end of 2013 season. So I'm there for one season now, Jose.
Yeah man, and then I think it's
man. Jose, when Jose left Bale forward. The summer Jose left for the summer the Bale forward.
Oh, I'm not gonna sit on your sound like so. But I think say me there at that time. But yeah man. Bojo, the floor is yours, sir.
No, as me just said, I got add a little bit to the Poch thing. Would I say I would agree with you that Poch came in and he steadied the ship basically. Of Tottenham compete in a top 4 environment for a good couple of years and consistently playing in the Champions League. So I'll give Poch that. But the killer instinct, I haven't seen it yet.
But yeah, but as Bojo, the thing is that, as I say, a lot of time when Poch go into these games, a lot of us not expect him to even be there or even win, you know. But that may I say so, you know, that is the thing, you know, brother. Until we look at some of these other teams have. Me never look. I may tell you the truth. Me never start really rating Poch until the last maybe like 4 or 5 years, right? Because I usually watch Poch, I never ever once look on one side them and say, oh yeah, dog, you know, so the side I go really win this thing at this year. Though. You never have a side where you can say is ready to compete to the highest level. That's my personal opinion. I know some can say the year and them have all Diane them man. We see Diane Dele Alli right now, the man can't even play. So we know the true quality of them man. So as I said, brother, we have a conversation for a different day.
All right, so Byron said me wrong, Jose by Bale, but as Zidane bringing James.
Yeah, after World Cup.
24 after 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
That's it.
Anything you want to add?
Tomorrow game.
No, good to go in a Real Madrid.
Oh, predictions tomorrow. All right,
Real Madrid, Liverpool tomorrow. I don't know. Liverpool 4-1. Don't know. You don't know. Say Jota. What name? Jota.
Yeah.
Man put it in 2.
Yeah.
See it. So you know what time it is.
See, I can't see that now.
And the City.
4-1.
For the whole thing.
Yeah, we are going for 1.
So make go through the table now. So we are talking about Liverpool versus Madrid, right?
Yeah.
Chiggy said 4-1. Where's the Bojo?
At Anfield.
2-1.
Liverpool as well. Me I got 2-1 Madrid.
2-1 Madrid.
Yeah.
I mean, Madrid have the midfield, so anything possible.
Greg.
Greg side, you know, make you hear what Greg say.
All right, so Sergio have COVID, so him not return. Varane not return either, so it's a kind of inexperienced centre back pairing. But other than that, we can match up well. If the Vinicius that has showed up over the past 2 weeks show up tomorrow, we can get the job done. But if it's left on just the midfield, which we have a better midfield than Liverpool, we are better any given day. You know, I mean, it might be the sum of age between the three Real midfielders might be about 100 years, but you know, you can still get the job done against Liverpool midfield any day. But playing at home, even though there isn't gonna be a home crowd advantage, I'm still gonna give Liverpool the advantage here, but it's not gonna be enough to win the tie. So I'm gonna say Liverpool to Madrid 1.
Taxi.
I agree. 2-1.
2-1.
Liverpool are going the I'm not going to war about lose the battle. What's that go?
So I'm the only person to predict say Madrid are winning. So until we have this conversation again, that's where me bring up my trophy like this.
No, Jiggy said 4-1.
No, man, it's a 4-1 Liverpool. All right, next matchup, who again? City versus who?
This is a close and a tricky one.
Very tricky.
City versus who play?
City
Dartmouth.
Dartmouth.
Oh, easy man. City are going.
Let's go, Jude Bellingham. Let's go.
Brother,
See.
I tell you right. I tell you why. This game is not going to be as close as the first leg. Personally, I feel that City, the great coach Pepe is going to adapt to this, to how City, adapt to how Dortmund play. Personally, I say City 2, Dortmund 0. Personally, me. Hear it here first.
Jiggy.
Yo, Dortmund 3, City 1.
But this man has smoked some weeks or something.
Yeah.
4-1 and 3.
My homie.
Holy ball.
Up here, back up again.
That's what I want to see, sir.
Respect it. Greg.
I go on, Greg.
Mike.
Unmute your mic.
May I say me mute, make taxi go on.
Man City Dortmund. Dortmund not do well. I know we are talking about the tie, but them not do so lovely, you know. To me right now, the main man them ever carry them. I can't see them now score a goal. Can't see City keep the clean sheet either. To me, 2-1 City. I think they're gonna make it to semis. They're gonna get the job done.
Greg, are you want me to go first?
All right. It's not gonna be that easy for City, bro. I mean, Sancho still not gonna return tomorrow. He's projected to return in the middle of April. You know, which I middle of April I know still anyways. But even if he returns, he's not gonna be in the starting squad. Anyways, the game that I watched last week, it was not a walk in the park for City. City had a hard time dealing with them. I mean, Dortmund, any other front three they use, once Rice and Haaland up there, any front three they go with. Can't cause City defense problems. So I expect Dortmund to score at least 2 goals. Now the thing is, how well City gonna do on the offense? We know they have a very good set of midfielders and wingers, but they don't have a number 9 right now that's bringing them goals, and which is why Pep played the false 9 last week against Dortmund. And like I said, they played pretty brilliant, or they did pretty well away from home. It took a moment of brilliance from Gundogan and Foden to separate the tie so far. So I expect a similar competitive game tomorrow between both teams. Now, if City can get their scoring boots going, I see them winning the game 3-2. if they must stumble, that man go win this game tomorrow. I do expect City to score, but trust me, that man at home tomorrow. I mean, I know I've said that there isn't any home crowd advantage really, but that man could have killed that tie last week. Jude Bellingham scored, and then rob him in goal. You know, he's only 17, but he's playing like he's 27 right now in that midfield. And him, Gio Reyna, I mean, the youth and enthusiasm of that man right now is like, all right, they're playing. You see, when you watch them in German league going up against Bayern when they're challenging for the title, they tend to wither away sometimes and just give up the ghost. This game tomorrow is like they're going out there as underdogs. They don't have nothing to prove. So they're just going to go there and play some ball. Now, Haaland, especially with Mbappe, with what Mbappe going through, because you best believe it, there's a rivalry brewing there. You know, it might not be as bitter as Ronaldo or Messi, even though for them rivalry only bitter between the fans. But there's a rivalry brewing there. And the fact that Mbappe advanced, Haaland go bring him best tomorrow. And it's going to be trouble for City defenders. As a matter of fact, I can't even make a prediction. I just know that it's going to be a hell of a game tomorrow.
All right. This is my 2 cents. I'm not predicting, but I'm guessing it's gonna be a draw 2-2. I see Haaland scoring tomorrow, but we don't know which Darkman is gonna turn up tomorrow. True. That is my whole thing, and they're playing it at home, so I don't know which Darkman is gonna turn up. I think the game is gonna draw 2-2, but City have advanced. Yeah. I definitely, I want to say I see Haaland scoring.
If Pep plays Sterling tomorrow, because Sterling could be hungry, because Pep not playing the last 3 games. I mean, he bring him on as sub in one game. But if you notice, he has been freezing on the last 3 games. I think if he play him tomorrow, that could work in their favor because he's going to be hungry. You have something to prove. So if him play from the start tomorrow, then yes, I can see them doing big things. But other than that, it's gonna be a real close competitive game.
As I did say earlier, Pep rest 7 players. 7 players in rest in the game that they lost over the weekend. So I'm expecting to see they fouled out tomorrow on the front foot, but this is football, we don't know. These are just predictions and or opinions, but it should be an interesting one. This is a very close game. It's not like the Chelsea game or the Bayern game. It is very close, and I expected a good game tomorrow. As Greg said, Darkman has nothing to lose, so I can't wait. Anybody else have anything they want to add?
Why did you give prediction again?
3-1.
3-1.
City?
No, bro. Dortmund.
Dortmund?
Yeah. Yo, me must say me Emery Zidane play for the team, you know. You see it? So.
In a team I get no game.
Emery Zidane start for Dortmund, bro. He'll be starting tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Tomorrow. The man might go with a better squad tomorrow. Actually, I saw just a forward. I would have a Chelsea.
Yo, we need a Chelsea representative on the live.
Yeah, man. Man has no respect, you know.
This is what you comment. If City just like Bayern tomorrow, they win the game because that man afraid of Bayern.
I close the Bojo.
All right,
yeah, man. Man has no respect.
Yeah, and as I was saying earlier, I need a Chelsea representative on the channel. Wesley is always available, and DJ Sarge check in. But with that being said, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the live. You know, Fruit Sports TV here. JR, big up yourself. Jiggy, big up yourself. Sports Wiz.
One more point. If you ask your Chelsea fan for forward, you can ask the Sarge and Soldier. They do that when I would see them.
Yeah, that's make sure we're polite thing, bro. It's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, as Buddha say, taxi take a early departure, but anyway, respect for joining the life, my brother. Is it? And that's it, everyone, for the show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel on YouTube. First Sports TV.
She and just check in and have him on the bandage at work. It's fine, Shane.
Tomorrow, bro, I know you. We know Shane want to give him 2 cents on the Mbappe thing. We're gonna give you a 5 minute for elaborate on the game tomorrow, Shane. Yeah. So yeah. As I was saying, if you're new here, please subscribe, share, comment, like, and tell a friend. Full Sports TV, Greg again. All right, make your point.
We can League Cup final, right?
We'll have to check. We'll have to pay attention.
This weekend, yeah, I think this weekend Jose have a chance to redeem himself.
Tottenham now win the cup, bro. Come on.
All right, boss. Bye.
Yeah, so we do this again tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow after the games, we'll be here going over the results. First Sports TV out.